All right, so you get to pick your playmates. How cool is this? You get to pick your ex too. I've got a couple exes. I've got a lot of playmates. Now here's the fun thing. As you know, I'm happily married to this lovely woman, Victoria, and I am 100% faithful to her. Let's just really get clear about some things. Because you get to pick your playmates, you get to pick your exes. You don't have to stay married to an old state. You don't have to stay in the same shithole. You can move to a new dwelling place. Now here's the thing. At the end of the day, I want you to take your right hand and I want you to imagine it's full of experiences. Excellent experiences. That's your right hand. That's right now. You could do this. Or you could just listen. Right? Actually, take out your hand. Turn it up. Imagine that it's full of experiences and excellent. I want you to take your left hand too and notice you could fill that full of excuses. You could left them behind, right? You could do that. You could just throw them away. But here's the thing. At the end of your day, you get to go to bed with dread or you get to go to bed having danced. You get to pick your exes. Just because you've had an excuse doesn't mean you have to keep it. Just because you had a bad first date doesn't mean you gotta marry her. Just because you married her and you found out, see, I married the state of hard worker. I married the state of excellent employee. Could you imagine employing me? Yeah, only a few thousand people do. Right? Like right now, literally, I work for you. You buy something, I'm working for you. See, my labor is a labor of love, and it comes from the love that we are. And you didn't come here to have excuses. You came here to have experiences. You are God having the adventure of a lifetime. Neville Goddard spoke about God being infinite in potential, to be infinite in actuality. Had to become man, had to forget. You had to forget who you are so you can discover what's possible for you, so you could have new seeming experiences. So you could wake up a little bit more and a little bit more. So you could give life every day to the lovely. You didn't come here to dread every day. You came here to dance. You didn't come here to give life to the same excuse today that you had yesterday. Now think about this. I was born 2 pounds 4 ounces 3 months early. Welfare kid. Allergies. God, back in the old days, I lived at the hospital at different point in times. They were doing these studies and they'd jab me with a whole bunch of pricks, like needles, not just skin like scrapes, needles. And it's like, yep, they're gonna see what fucks you up, boy. That's how the doctors sounded to me. Yeah, they may have sounded more professional to my mother, but it was draconian. Right, staying on a ward with kids like that. Hey, you're part of a study. That's important. I'm not a statistic. Why would you pretend you are? We shared earlier, this whole thing of history or mystery. What are you gonna be? Because you're not your history. Your body has a history. You're the mystery. You're the silence that hears the sound of my voice. You're the stillness that all the motion comes from, is perceived by. You're the dreamer of the dream. And don't you dare go down the path of, well, Mr. 20, since the physical world's all an illusion and I'm a spiritual being, because I don't want anything physical. Well, obviously you want something physical. You want to argue with me. Right? Using your iPhone 12. Right? See, I find the humor in things. You came here to have physical experiences. You imagined having physical experiences, so you gave life to something physical. Let's get physical. Anyway. I want to know, are you dancing? Let's get physical. So, we're going to give you 2 crass commercials today. But first, I really want you to take your right hand and your left hand. I want you to notice which one are you filling up. Which one are you honestly filling up? Is it the excuse hand? All right? Again, you can just throw that stuff away. You can left it behind you just for fun. On the other hand, right now, what are you going to do? Are you going to choose excellence? Are you going to choose experiences? Because I can, quote unquote, explain some things to you. I can invite you to some experiences at the attitude money game. Probably 95% of the people that hear me talk about it never do it, and they never get the benefit from it. It's in the Prosperity Pack. We also released free videos on it. There's no excuses. Except you just do it. If you don't know what the attitude money game is, let me know. I'll send you some stuff on it. But meanwhile, but if you do it exactly like I teach. People modify it and they don't go anywhere. And they wonder, why am I not getting the results you say? It's because you're not playing my game. Right? You can't play baseball with a hockey stick. You can't play baseball with a football. You play baseball with a baseball and a bat. Swing the bat. I used to be the bunt kid. Right? I started out being the kid that got walked every time. They told me, just stand there. Then they taught me how to bunt because the refs got a little strict on me, right? Yeah, so he's born 3 months early. Who cares? Oh, so he's an allergy kid. Who cares? I cared. That's why I didn't have any confidence. That's why I wasn't curious about who I could become until I was. But anyway, excellences or excuses. How many do you got of each today? Because I want you to have experiences that have you experience excellence. And to do that, you got to play. You can't play it safe. You got to run. You got to have fun. If you got gold, 2 commercials today. Number 1, pearlpowerpack.com. We did 3 calls on the pearl of great price. This is vital. This is absolutely vital to your success. Because as long as you believe that there's something that has power over you, it could be your history, it could be a government, it could be your spouse. Right? Do you really think your spouse wants to have power over you? Good Lord. I'm going to have playtime with mine. See, I get to pick my playmates. So do you. You get to pick the states that you play in. So do I. You get to pick your exes. I used to be a sick kid. I used to be a shy kid. I used to have all sorts of problems. Doesn't mean I don't have a problem or two now. Some people say, you've got attitude. I say, I do. I'm like Abdullah. Right? You're not going to find fluff coming out of me. See, I'm in the meat. You want fluff? Get a teddy bear. Right, you want meat? I'm your guy. And some fluff bunny will get offended by that. I was a vegan for 2 years. Actually, a vegetarian. I was a vegetarian for 2 years. Right? I don't pick on vegetarians. I pick on belief systems. If you're a vegetarian, you can manifest more effectively. If you swear, you will decrease the vibration of your harmonic convergence. Right? To me, it's all about Uranus. You know, that's a rock in the sky. Anyway. All right, I'm done. First, pearlpowerpack.com. 21,237 emails. Right? All of them. Right? People who were stuck, who hadn't bought the Pearl. Pearlpowerpack.com. Go there and read about it. Get it if you want it. $97 for... It's a 3-for-1 special. Meanwhile, ready? Dream Driven Day, October 1 is when the next one begins. You can register now. I suggest that you do. Every single time we run it. Every single time we run it. Every single time I get emails from people who didn't make it in. Coral tells me PayPal has a thing that at least they offer in the U.S. I'm finding out that they offer it elsewhere too, where you can split it into 4 payments through PayPal. How cool. They give you an option to do that. She said they even have an option for 12 if you qualify for the PayPal credit card or something. I don't know how any of that works. All I know is how this works. The truth about you sets you free. Have a lovely day. See ya.